Coming back to number 19 on our practice test, we're going to be solving quadratic equations. Now, a quadratic equation is always going to have the form ax squared plus bx plus c is equal to 0. But the quadratic formula, which is going to allow us to solve that, is opposite b plus or minus the square root of b squared minus 4ac, and this is all over 2 times a. Thank goodness you're going to be given that formula. But first we need to find our a, our b, and our c. So we look at number 19. I hope you know that a, the number in front of x squared, is a 1. Our b, the number in front of x, is also a 1. And c, the number that's added after these x values, is simply a 2. What we're going to do is store these values in. I'll hit 1, hit the store button, and then hit alpha A, alpha math. And if you look at the math button right above there, you see the letter A. Hit enter, hit 1, store. We'll hit alpha apps, that's where you can see the B. Finally, let's hit 2, store, and we'll hit alpha C. And you're going to get a 2 there. So at this point, if we were to just take a real quick peek at the quadratic formula, undoubtedly the most complicated part of that formula is the inside of the radical. That's why we've stored this in to the calculator. We're going to just type out alpha b, hit the square, minus 4, alpha a, and alpha c, and you'll get negative 7. Without too much work, you're going to know what the inside of that radical really is. It's negative 7. Now again, if I just rewrote this out, x is equal to opposite b plus or minus the square root of b squared minus 4ac all over 2 times a. The inside of this radical is just the negative 7. Opposite b, well, if b is 1, you'll get negative 1 here. And down below, you've got 2 times 1. What are your answers to this equation? They're right here. Now, of course, I'm going to continue writing this out. When you have a negative inside of your square root, you can take out an I. So I'll have I radical 7, and down here we're going to have a 2. And then finally, let's separate this into 2 distinct fractions. We'll have negative 1/2 plus or minus I radical 7 all over 2. You can see we have 2 answer blanks here. That's coming from the plus and the minus. So I will write negative 1/2 plus I radical 7 all over 2. And I'll also write negative 1/2 minus I radical 7 all over 2. And honestly, that's all you really have to do for this problem right here.